Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Comic Crack. Hope everybody's doing okay. Just got home from work, and there was a box from Lone Star waiting for me. So I figured we'd open it up and do a little bit of just kind of have a look at what I got. I'm super excited about stuff that's in here. So recently I've been putting some stuff up on eBay. I sold my slab, my Strange Tales 168, put a chunk of that money into our bank account. And then with some of that money, oh, hello, Rasa, how's it going? With a little bit of that money, I did an order from my comic shop, or Lone Star Comics, and it showed up today. It shows up today. So let's open it up. I'm looking forward to the chat this weekend. I've been reading a boatload of stuff. I finally picked up Carmen #1, the variant issue. Couldn't resist, and it was a really great read. I got some other stuff too that maybe not talk about now, but so for now, let's get into Lone Star. Oh, Scott Connor, how's it doing? How's it? Oh boy, how's it going? Let's get the old. Does everybody have a name for their knives? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Have a name for my knife? Because I don't have a name for it. Let's see here. So very excited about what's in here. It's going to be some great things. I know it. Save those. It's riveting, I know. This is riveting. Riveting television here, people. I get it. Absolutely thrill a second. Oh, wow. They really pack these things well. These corners are really good. Yes, very sharp. Super sharp. Now that I'm selling some more stuff, it's always great to get some more packaging. So let's see what we got. That's true. Sharp knives are safer. Always cut towards yourself. Always have your wrists in plain sight of the blade, and you'll be fine. What are we going to do here? I know. I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. I'll just open everything up. That way I can get rid of the box, and we can have a look. There was some stuff with this order that they wouldn't ship out to Canada. I'd put a couple of things from some European publishers that were a little more adult, let's say. And I got a notification when I went to check out. Their system automatically took it off of my order. And Canada, notorious for confiscating books. I've never had an issue when I've ordered from people, but obviously as a bigger company, their stuff is going to get highlighted first. There we go. All that's gone in dramatic fashion. So what do we got? So the first thing we've got is, again, from the Catalan Communications. There's just so much there. And one of the great things about my comic shop is that you can search by company. So you do a search and all the Catalan titles will come up. You can add stuff to wish lists, etc. So I did a search by some of the companies and just bookmarked a few things. Fires by Matoti. Softcover edition, Catalan. Let's have a look inside. Oh man, beauty. A different style than some of the other Catalan stuff, but I mean, that's one of the beauties of these. Oh, really? Hey, Charles Vess. Nice. Is a big fan. The beauty of taking a chance on some of this stuff is that you just get exposure to, oh, wow, look at those pages. You just get exposure to very unique art and artists. That looks great. I love those pages. Beautiful. So that's #1 there. Put that there. What else did we get? We'll just go with Beauty. They had a few of these Comics Lit magazines in stock. And these are from NBM, another company that I love. So it's kind of like their sampler magazine, this Comics Lit. The earliest issue they had, I don't know if they had issue number 1, and I didn't get it because it was really pricey. This is issue number 2. It doesn't have the price on the front. I'd have to look at my bill. So I figured this would be really great because I don't know a lot of NBM stuff, and I don't have a ton of NBM stuff in my collection. So I figured this would be a great way to sample a variety of artists. I've never seen this series around at all. So here's who we have in this particular issue. I don't know how many issues this went, but like I was saying, I don't see these around here when I'm going hunting. So I figured give it a shot. I have seen some lot sales on eBay for this magazine. So if I really, really dig this, I can maybe look into hunting for kind of a lot. Yeah. And this is, speaking of Rand Holmes, this is the one we're looking at right there. And then the first story there. So I didn't read it myself. Art by Bo Hampton for that first story. Story by Mark Neese and Bo Hampton. Mean Old Man. Story by Rob Maish, adapted by Scott Hampton, and then art by Rand Holmes. And then the final one is art and story by Andre Juillard. So yeah, this is 1995, this Comics Lit. So that's pretty great. Oh man, The Adventures of Rocco Vargas. This looks amazing, man. I love it. Triton by Daniel Torres. I've got another couple of Daniel Torres books, and the names of them are escaping me right now, and I can't see that far. So this is great. I love this already. This is the style that does it for me. This coloring, really, really beautiful. No number on the spine, so I'm guessing that this is a one-shot, just a one-off story. So that'll be great. Yeah, and it seems like it's a little smaller than the normal European album size as well, which is strange. And then the final one for these European albums, another Catalan, and this is The Specialist by Magnus. And I believe Magnus was the guy who did that Necron 3 that I had, that I've talked about before. And when I looked him up, holy shit, so Spain Rodriguez looking. When I looked him up, there was a few titles out there, and this was one of them. I think one of the ones that got stopped from coming in, that got taken off my order, might have been something else from Magnus as well too. Beautiful, beautiful black and white. That looks amazing. Coup d'etat in Bogota, mayhem in Miami, brawl in Beirut. It's a job for the specialist. No one knows his name or where he comes from. Once he worked for a bodyguard service, but these days he says he's retired. Somebody saw him in Cambodia, or was it Johannesburg? Wherever, you can be sure that anywhere he's been, there's been trouble. The Specialist. That looks fantastic. Look at this. Beauty. That's a beauty right there. Very nice. Very excited about that too. What am I saying? I'm excited about all of it. Oh, man. Sweet. Jared Osborne, if you're watching, here we go, man. If you're watching in the future, boom. Night Streets, book 1. Wow. Killer cover. So today on Twitter, there was someone who had responded to Jared's Night Streets post and had mentioned that he had actually commissioned the artist Bloodworth to do a recreation of issue number 1 for him, a painting of issue number 1, because he couldn't find the original art. So this is the one that I've talked about recently, that there was only 5 issues. There were supposed to be 6. So that's volume 1. And I picked up volume 2 as well, or book 2. And this one has that 6th issue in here with some extra stuff as well. So I'm looking forward. I'm not gonna show from the back because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But here we go. So I can get the final one. So the guy who had commented on it, his name and handle are escaping me right now. He mentioned he had a link to a kind of blog post that he did where he interviewed Bloodworth, and he was talking about there was apparently an epilogue to this written in, like, what did he say? Was it 2000 something? And it was with the granddaughter of our main character, our main superhero character, whose name I'm blanking on as well, and kind of does a follow-up and a look back. So that would be interesting to hunt down. So very cool there. So the other kind of graphic novel that I got for these weird indies, and this one, I don't know how much I'm going to like it because I didn't really like the Jazz Age Chronicles that I've read so far. This is the first Jazz Age Chronicles, basically the first series graphic novel, just collecting all the issues. I think it was a 4-issue series. I'd ordered it before I finished the second series. And who knows, maybe this one will be better because that second one didn't really do much for me. But again, it's kind of what happens when you order things before you've read it. I mean, I'm going to give it a shot for sure. So we'll see how this one reads. Maybe this one is miles better. The Case of the Beguiling Baroness. Introduction by Mike Kaluta. And then on that same note, I was missing one of for the second series, I was missing the last issue of Jazz Age Chronicles number 6. So they had that in stock for cheap as well. So I grabbed that on top of it because why the hell not? So I can complete it. 2, 3, 4. One of the things that's popped up recently, Monster Comics was an offshoot of Fantagraphics. I've talked about them briefly before. There's a King Kong number 1. The King Kong cover of issue number 1 is Dave Stevens. It's pretty expensive out there. I think I already have issue number 5 of this series, or maybe it's 6. So it's Mr. Monster creator, whose name I'm blanking on. See, Rasa, doesn't just happen to you. It happens to everybody. Happens to me as well. Simpson, Don Simpson, right? Hey, look at that, Donald Simpson. So I didn't pick up issue number 1 because, like I said, it's really pricey. But I did get issues 2, 3, and 4. I'm hoping that at some point I can find issue number 1. It's a straight adaptation, from what I understand, of the King Kong movie. But Simpson's art is beautiful. It's in black and white. So I'm looking forward to reading that as well, too. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's issue number 5 that I found recently. So issue 2, issue 3. Oh, Mr. Monster is Michael T. Gillard. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm thinking. Donald Simpson did that other series. And that other series was called, don't remember. And oh boy, the final one that I needed for Young Master. Looks like it's pretty kind of moisture damaged, pretty wrinkly, but that's okay. That's the last one that I need, so I can continue reading because I've had to stop. I've had to stop reading the series because I don't want to jump ahead. Oh my God. Is this Val Merrick, the whole thing too, this backup story? Dixon, Wind, yeah. Wind by Roger McKenzie and Val Merrick. Oh man. Look at this. I tell you, the guy's an absolute beast of an artist. Just gorgeous. What was it? Border Worlds? Is that the one that he did? That Don Simpson did? Border Worlds or something like that? Anyway, it's going to drive me crazy. So there's the Val Merrick backup. But yeah, so Young Master. This is issue number 5. So the last one that I need, so now this is going to get read tonight. The first thing tonight when I have some time, finish off that series. Super excited to complete that run. And then that's it. Thank you very much, Rasa, Scott. Thanks for hanging out and helping me out there. Strange, it's like it wasn't cut or something. I didn't really notice that. It's got this tan border all the way around it. Anyway, great cover. Really, really great. Yeah, that's it. That's the order. Lots of great stuff. I don't often order from them just because coming to Canada, it costs a hell of a lot of money for the shipping. But like I said, I had this sale and I figured I'd give it a shot. I've got kind of a wish list on my comic shop that has just growing and growing. Every time I think of something, I just bookmark it there. It just gives me a chance to keep things in mind, and then add things to my wish list if they don't have them in stock. Pardon me. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you later. Later, people.